Hey, how you doing, Jessica?
Hi.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you a few questions about your favorite, your favorite black person.
Well, I wanted to talk about James Baldwin, who's a writer and thinker, and I just love his writing, and he just speaks so beautifully and can explain really complex ideas and like concepts and political theory in really beautiful ways that I think everyone can understand and really it's like he was writing and thinking back in the 70s and 80s, but it's still so relevant. It's like sadly very relevant today. So I'm just a big fan of his. Yeah.
What is his favorite? What's your favorite like writing by James Baldwin?
I really like he has novels and he I've like actually read and watched a lot of transcripts of like his interviews, and there was this conversation he had with Margaret Mead, who's a scientist, and it's really interesting. They're both just like really brilliant, interesting people, and I really recommend just like watching interviews of him speaking because he's just so compelling.
Definitely.
Yeah.
How do you think, like, what is the overall effect he has had on American society and our culture today, you believe?
Yeah, I think like back in when he was alive, he had like a really powerful effect on explaining a lot of like issues of American race relations and kind of communicating a lot of ideas that people were really struggling to understand. I think that had a big effect, and I feel like kind of people weren't talking about him for a long time, and then right now there was like recently a documentary about him, and people are just kind of like reconnecting with his words, and they're again, like I said, like still so relevant, sadly, but he's kind of helping a whole new generation kind of deal with issues that our country is facing. So I think that's very powerful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jessica.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you a couple more questions.
Okay.
These are just for fun, so they're not as serious.
Okay.
So, like, of course, it's Black History Month.
Okay.
We want to talk about the effects of like Black people have on the culture, and a lot of that is like, rap is a real big thing and influences a lot of people, like the way we talk and stuff like that. So, I want to talk about like lingo.
Okay.
That's like hip hop inspired. So, do you know what beef is?
I mean, like a fight, like an issue that you're fighting about. Is that what?
Yeah, that could be considered beef. Like, yeah, I got beef with you, Jessica.
Yeah.
Hypothetically,
Mm-hmm.
it's also.
Oh no.
It was also a song that Biggie wrote. Beef. That's where it started from. Beef is when
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was from Big.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Biggie came up with that. So here's
Okay.
another one.
Okay.
Do you know what cream means?
What is it?
Cream.
No.
You never heard of cream?
I don't think so.
It's an acronym. CREAM.
What is that? I don't know that.
What? So
no.
cream means, check me out now, this
Okay.
is dope. Cash rules everything around me.
Oh.
Now you've heard it, huh?
Where does that come from?
So you ever heard of Wu-Tang Clan?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
their song.
Oh,
Cash
gosh.
rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bills, y'all.
Wow. I need to listen to more Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes. That's legendary. We actually have a team on the sales team. They're called Cash rules everything around me.
Okay.
They getting their money, you know what I'm saying?
I've got some work to do. Okay.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you know what on fleek means.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh gosh, I don't. How do you describe that? I mean, it's just like it's like on point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever see that Vine? My eyebrows on fleek.
Yes. Well, I listened to a podcast about the woman who like came up with the term and
Yes.
how it's like really unfair because everybody like has been profiting from like her genius. It's not right.
It's not right, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what swag is, right?
Yeah.
Swag is like, can you looking kind of swaggy right now?
Yeah. I mean, it's like nice things, like Kind of like, I mean, like clothes or.
I guess you could say that. Yeah, swag
Bad
is
at
like
describing this.
it's to me it's like a whole air about you. You got a whole swag about you. It's not just your clothes, but definitely
It's a vibe.
inspired by clothes.
It's a vibe.
So yeah. So do you like Beyonce?
Yes, of course.
So you know what bootylicious means.
Uh huh. Yeah, I know the song.
Definitely. See,
Yeah.
another one that was inspired. Like that's like I don't think people were saying that until she made that song.
I mean, I know it from the song. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Beyonce's definitely bootylicious.
Yes.
And lastly, have you
Yes.
ever heard well, are you familiar with the phrase "Bye Felicia"?
Yes.
What does that mean? Do you know?
I mean, isn't that from the movie Barbershop? Or which I haven't seen, but I just know that it's like a character. Wasn't it like an actual character that they were always saying?
Yeah, so it's
Like,
actually
bye to?
it's actually from the movie Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it was a
I haven't
character.
seen that.
It was a character on there. It was an Ice Cube film.
Okay.
Also hip hop influence, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Around the mid '90s, he wrote that movie.
Yeah.
And there was a character in there who was always borrowing stuff. And it'd be like, "Bye Felicia," because you want something, of course.
Oh, I gotta watch that movie.
Bye Felicia. Oh, okay. Wait, no, I got one more.
Okay.
One more.
Okay.
Okay. I know this one's gonna throw you for a loop. It's throwing everybody for a loop. Do you
Okay.
know what a bando is?
Bando?
A bando.
I don't.
Never heard of that ever. Not even vaguely.
I don't think so.
So a bando is like it's slang for an abandoned building.
Oh.
Right. So
Oh,
like
wasn't-
you may have squatters in like old building or an old house or something. And it's a terminology that's used in rap for like people like doing illegal activities in like an abandoned
Oh.
house. A bando. Some people thought it was bands. I got a bando. I got $1,000, but that's not what it means.
Oh yeah, I thought it was clothes. I thought it was gonna be a garment, but no. Wow.
All right,
Wow,
that's
I've learned
all
a lot.
that's all I got for you,
Okay.
Jessica. Thanks so much for your time,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
we really appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.